Welcome to another edition of Northern Heat. My name is Bob Lennon, President of Thermalwood Canada, host for the show. Today we have two special guests with us, René Doucette, Christian Duguay.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks.
So the reason why you're here today, and people are going to wonder why are these two local critters with me today, but the reason why is because we heard about you've started a tribute band. You played last week up at the La Salle Denis Richard in Petit Rocher, and there was all kinds of raving reviews of what you've done. I didn't get a chance to be there myself, but I had all kinds of people feeding me info. And so I just want to talk about it because you know, this area has a lot of talented musicians and a lot of people that do great things. And you guys have chosen a tribute band for Pink Floyd. So tell us a little bit, how did that come about? Where you're from? A little bit about yourself. René, you want to go first?
Yeah, I'm from, I grew up in Petit Rocher there. And really, actually, how it started there, Christian moved in the same street as me. And he had a sound system he was playing music with, and I had my sound system in my house, just a small one, just a living room.
His was bigger than yours.
And he was blasting that, and I was trying to compete, and I said, "What does he have there?" And actually, it was a PA system. And finally, I went there one night. I said, "What are you playing music in?" And that's why we met. And like it's about 25 years ago, we started just classic rock band, but then we noticed like I had like 20 albums of Pink Floyd, and he has almost the same. And then we noticed we were two big Pink Floyd fans. So we always introduce like maybe 2-3 songs, like one song per set maybe on the classic rock band. But then we went 5 and 6 and 10, and then we said, oh geez. And then finally we said we're going to try to do something.
We had an opportunity to sit. Somebody said, "Hey, you should do maybe a tribute." So we'll try it, and we mingled about that, and how we should approach this full band, or with backing tracks, because we were just playing me and René that time, and we start. It's been 15 years, like we're saying, we started the tribute Pink Floyd show with almost nothing, and we added up. Every 2 years and a year and a half, we add some stuff. We add some sound effect, and we add some special effects. We projections, and that's why we built the show like this, and ended up 15 years later
with a big production, because you showed me some of the video of last week, and the lights and everything else is pretty incredible. And you have another local guy that's with you with some of your effects. You mentioned you had Andre. That was
very good. Andre's been with us since the beginning, so we know all the punch and how to do it. And we have the laser guy to
Dave Chamberlain, who joined us with lasers and special effects. It just adds up all the time.
You cannot forget our wives.
Well, that was one thing I wanted to talk about, because a lot of things that happen with bands is that, you've got a whole slew of band widows. Mm-hmm. But in your case, the band widows are a little bit different here.
Yeah, they're with us. And they were sitting in the room for a while, and then my wife sing a lot, and so was sitting with me in studio and stuff like that. And she came, and she's doing a few songs, and now they're both with us all the time. Even with the classic rock band, they're with us all the time. Yeah.
So you live on the strange street, you hang around together, you play music together, you got your wives involved in the whole thing. Well, that's a great way of doing it.
No, really, actually, it's our night out, really, when we go play somewhere, and it's a lot of fun. Yeah.
So are you planning another Pink Floyd? Like I know a lot of people are asking you, but are you planning another event in the near future, or what's the plan?
Maybe 25 or 26. We're looking at it. There, like I said, it's not a show you can do every week here, because people will know the show by heart. But and we like to learn new songs and evolve and put some new stuff. So we're always working on it, but we're always doing like maybe one show every year and a half or stuff like that for the Pink Floyd tribute.
So in the other music, when you play, because you also been playing together and you play in different places, do you is that on a regular basis? Are you just in this area? Where do you play?
We go pretty much everywhere if people want us, but we can go up to Moncton or Peninsula Acadienne. but we're mostly around here, and we're doing all kinds of wedding and bars and stuff like that. We've been doing this for 25 years, me and Chris. But
So what's the name of the band?
Well, it started with Zazo at that time. When we started in René, Zazo, and the name of where we find the name, it's my son's, his name is Zachary, and his daughter was Zoe. So we just take the two first
letters of the names. So it was Zazo, yeah.
Okay.
That's when we were together, and when the wives came, actually, we started that almost acoustic band, and it was just two acoustic guitar, and we were the four of us, and it was pretty much acoustic. So we just added Z at the beginning of it, so it's Zacoustic. So that's the name of the band we play on now, Zacoustic. Yeah.
Okay.
And now it came up classic rock, but it's sometimes we play French a lot too, so the name is English and French, so that's pretty good. So
it fits in.
But when we go on Pink Floyd, we keep the Zazo name, so it's a Pink Floyd project by Zazo there. We always keep Zazo that name from the beginning. Zazo.
Yeah, but it's still interesting, and we mentioned it a while ago, the amount of talent that exists in our area.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. And I don't know where that comes from.
Yeah,
it comes from
the water.
It's in water. Yeah. But
I think you know what? I think all the families, and you look at the history around, a lot of big families had somebody, an uncle playing music, and you pick up on that when you were young. Say, I should try that, and I think that's come from there. That a lot of talent.
Kitchen parties,
kitchen parties.
The kitchen parties, yeah,
right,
yeah.
So my grandfather was playing music. I was intrigued when I was young, looking at that. Said, hey, maybe I should, try that someday. And one interested me at 12, but at 14, 15, I pick up a guitar, tabarnouche, and my grandfather showed me a couple of chords, and
away you went.
There we went.
Yeah.
Me too. My father had a band there, so that's how I started to play at 12.
It was in the blood, in the DNA already.
All my father's side, everybody's singing, everybody's playing. It's always been there. Yeah.
But the Acadian culture, there was a lot of music, right? And so, the kitchen parties and get-togethers, always somebody that played music. So that's one thing that has been, interestingly enough, has been passed on from generation to. They didn't play Pink Floyd way back.
No.
Okay, so you guys are kind of veered off the track just a little bit, I would say.
But we are very versatile, though. Like this summer, we play like a full show of Acadian music. Like we had booking for full 2 hours of Acadian music, and then we go play another place like in Eldoon and Powder Whale, and we play the full classic rock, only English, and then we play the Pink Floyd tribute. So. We have a lot of the songs.
Yeah, there's a gros repertoire.
Yeah, so when people hire us, we said, what do you want to hear? Like 50-50, 25 French to 75, and you want to hear classic rock, you want to hear Canadian music, so it's pretty easy for us to get bookings that way. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So whenever you're playing, like you said, people ask you to play. So do you ask the client first before you go? You're not up on stage going, all right, what do people want to? Because that becomes a little bit more difficult, right?
I always ask before, and what do you want, and the client asks us, and we go that way. We do a set list,
and we feel that in the crowd too. If they love more classic rock, we switch more to the classic rock, or depending of what we can feel it when we're playing music. So
well, one of the questions I ask all the time to people to come on the interview is that. What's so special about people in New Brunswick? But I'll ask you guys in a different way. What's so special about our area that allows you to do this and to do one of your passions and loves? What drives it?
Oh my God! I'll say that people love North New Brunswick. People love bands. People love to go out and listen to bands and to every kind of music. That's phenomenal. You have that feedback, you can go a place that they just maybe love one particular style, but here we're open for everything. So they love French, they love English, they love country, they love blues Labé.
Yeah, exactly. Great example.
Yeah, there's a lot of places to play too, plus places like that, like Blues Labé, and you can go to the waterfront, and there's always the few places like that, and even just like you said. You go see a concert in Moncton, and you see half of the of the north.
Oh yeah, I know.
Half of the north is going to be there, so that's why I say here. I think people are in love with music and all kinds of music.
Yeah, and that's interesting. And you guys played at the Salle Denis Richard.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so you were telling me it didn't take you very long to sell the tickets.
8
No, it
days.
was 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
It was sold
2
out.
weeks.
And what's that that hall, hold?
275 around.
Oh, it's a good crowd. Yeah.
Oh, we were tight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
we could-
full pack.
The last time we did it, we had 2 nights sold out, and we decided we'll just do it once for this year, but because it's a lot of time consuming and
A lot of
As
energy to do the show.
energy,
It's tough to do that show 2 nights in a row. It's a big show.
But we also have the
Yeah.
venues to do it in because at Salle
Yeah.
Denis Richard, when you walk in, you think it's just a gym, but the acoustics in that room are incredible.
It's good. Yeah. No, it's a
that's
it's a
why
nice venue.
we're lucky we have that.
Yeah.
In the region.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, gentlemen, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you.
I'm,
First time we had doing a podcast like this. It's
well, you're naturals. You're used to playing in front of 275
Yeah.
people and keeping them entertained.
yeah.
And we'll definitely in this podcast, what we'll do is we'll take if we can share some of the pictures that you had of your show, we'll put them in there. And I've got a guitar here, by the way, and I'm just wondering if we
nice
could
guitar.
close off the show. And again, you guys are local guys. We're bringing out the heat here, and the heat was built with olive wood from New Brunswick, and Fender put that together for us. So let's close this off with you guys playing a little bit of guitar here, if you're okay.
Yeah.
How's that sound?
Yeah.
Whatever it's fun. Don't be afraid to care. Don't leave me. Look around, choose your own ground. As long you live and high you fly, till tears you cry. All you touch and all you see is all your life will ever be.
And there we are. Another edition of Northern Heat for this week, the place you come to listen to the stories that haven't been discovered yet.